Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 37 of my Ruthless SSF run in the Settlers League. So I am taking a bit of a break from the Earthquake Ignite character, jump back onto my Slayer using Frostblades. I don't really know how much further I could take the Chieftain. Like, I don't know, man. We'll talk more about that later, but for now, I'm taking a break from it. I might go back to it later, but we'll see. I got a interesting body armor from the Pirate. Probably never going to use it, but it's pretty funny to see. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you near the end. So at this point, I don't really have a plan. I'm kind of just like farming for the sake of farming right now. I know I want to re-roll into the build. I just don't know what I want to roll into yet. Like, I have so many, like, I don't know, I have so many builds that I want to play, but so many of them are missing, like, absolutely critical pieces to actually play the character. But we did get a Tainted Orb of Fusing, and if this 6 links, I'll instantly re-roll. And it's dead. Oh man. Dude, I don't know, man. When it turned 6 white sockets, I really believed there was a chance, but I mean, technically it's still possible. Like, if I hit 2 tainted fusings in a row, it could 6 link, but like, the odds of that happening are so small, it's basically impossible. Which is pretty sad because I love Cyrus Shards, it's my favorite staff in the game. But, you know, it's just like that sometimes, I guess. I was trying to make myself a nice +1 cold amulet. Unfortunately, it died. I mean, it's not dead in the terms of like it's useless, but I didn't get the +1. And funny enough, I did get a Rebuke of the Vow, which is an amazing weapon to use with Spellblade and all kinds of other stuff like Battle Mage and whatever. Not sure if I'll have time to do that this league, but let's just say I'm working on a POB for it. I had 2 elders saved up, so I figured I might as well go take those down. I did not get an eye from the first one, and to be honest, all of the rares were absolute trash. But on the bright side, the weapon does grind for 50k dust, which is pretty fantastic. The second one was okay. I did get a faster attacks on gloves, which is great. And we got an amulet, but the amulet kind of sucks, to be honest with you. But, you know, because we have the recombiner, every time you get like any like influence gloves that have like, you know, supported by faster attacks or poison or anything like that, there's the tiny chance that you could like fuse them for something cool. We also got a fire damage over time multiplier gloves from my Hydra, which is pretty fantastic. I mean, I can't use it right now, but I mean, damage over time multiplier, that's that's pretty much what we're looking for. So I am back on the Ignite Earthquake character. I don't know what happened, but as soon as I woke up this morning, all I wanted to do was play this build. I don't know why. There's something very satisfying about this build and this project. I'm definitely going to be like switching to other characters at some point, but for right now, I just kind of want to chill, just farm some scarabs with this character and just see how far I can take it. I really don't know, like, I mean, there's so many problems. Here's the thing, right? I definitely want to reroll another character, and if I hit a 5 link on my armor, or sorry, my energy shield evasion armor, I'm gonna reroll another build for a while. If I ever get a legitimate 6 link for this character, I'm gonna try and push it as far as I can. But I desperately need to use like Eater of Worlds and Searing Exarch currency on a body armor. Otherwise, it's gonna be very difficult to take this character much further than it is already. But I really do think just getting a couple levels here and there might make a huge difference, so I don't know. But I'm going to play this character for a while until I either get a 5 link or I feel like playing something else. I really don't know what like came over me this morning, but man, I woke up and as soon as I did, I was like, dude, I just want to play Earthquake. The only downside, well, not the only downside, but the biggest downside with this character isn't the damage. It's not the, you know, defensive problems or anything like that. It doesn't feel like my Ignite Earthquake is doing anything. It just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like the Chieftain Explosion is basically the entire build. I don't know how else to explain it, but I kind of don't like it. I tried making a, a +1 fire with some dot multi on it. Unfortunately, it died in the worst possible way. I mean, on the wand, I got to keep the +1 fire, which is okay, I guess, but it was a failure. So I spent most of the day playing the Earthquake Ignite character, but I figured it was time to reroll. I did have a plan, and to be honest with you, like I was just saying, the main thing that's pushing me away from this character is it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything else other than just having the Chieftain Explosion. So I rerolled into my first Elementalist of the league. We are playing Fire Trap of Blasting Ignite Elementalist, which is a whole combination of stuff I've never done on Elementalist. I don't think I've ever used any traps or mines on an Elementalist. I mean, past campaign. Like, I've used it for leveling and stuff like that, but I've never actually used it for the main build. And on top of that, we're not even doing like a traditional trap character. We are just using fire trap and blasting to ignite. We have skitterbots with Infernal Legion. We have golems. I was thinking about going all in on golems and having 4 of them, but to be honest with you, we don't really have like the gem sockets for it. Like, I could force it in and have it, but like I don't think it would be worth it. I think 2 is the perfect number. I might, like, I don't know. There's a very tiny chance I anoint the golem node, that way I could have 1 additional golem, but I really don't think it's worth it because with this setup, like, I think the perfect setup for this character is 2 golems, and the main reason for that is you could have 2 golems and you could have them 2 linked. You could have them linked with Meat Shield, which Meat Shield is a fantastic support for them. Not only does it keep them alive, but it helps keep you alive. In addition to that, we also can link it with a level 3 enhance, which I actually do have, which gives them 18% quality, and quality on golems just buffs their buff effect, which is fantastic. But anyway, though, the campaign was a breeze. Acts 1 through 3 were terrible because, like, as soon as I got fire trap, I immediately just tried forcing the ignite. It took us 4 hours 47 minutes, and we died 4 times. I had a quick pirate, which I killed on the frost blades, and then jumped right back onto our character. Jumped right into tier 2s, no point in doing tier 1s. Everything dies. Like, bosses don't die instantly, but they die very quickly. The ignite proliferation feels incredible. We are using a Savalan, which is automatically using flammability and flame surge. I do have to say though, I don't know, like, I don't really dig the Savalan on this character. I think this character would feel much better with Arcanist brand. That way you can choose not only when you have flammability on a target, but also the flame surge, because the flame surge really is giving me a ton of damage. We are once again using my only 6 link because why wouldn't I? I got another Mind Spiral, which I don't really have any plans on doing another Mana Stacker, but I do have 2 Mind Spirals that I am going to double corrupt if I ever get a double corrupt. So if that hits, maybe I'll try something. I don't know. I feel like I play like 8 mana characters every league, so I'm going to try not to do that, but I can't promise anything. Anyway, though, we're doing pretty good. The character almost never dies. Got a nice little Alpha Scarab here. We are in tier 8s now. Even with the ghosted bosses, they just die like nothing. I mean, they don't die in like 2 seconds or anything like that, but I don't die, and their health is constantly draining, which feels great. Got an offering to the goddess, which I actually needed. I had 0 left over. I've just been like skipping over all of them because I hate doing the trials, but I definitely need to do them just a little bit more. Completed the tier 10. It wasn't the fastest boss kill in the world, but again, like I was saying, we don't die, and ultimately that is the most important thing. There are ways I could automate Wave of Conviction, but I just don't think it's worth it. I think it's fine. I mean, it's a 2 button build. I'm not going to complain too much. I was doing some more mapping on tier 10, and we got ourselves a little Watcher's Eye, a Watcher's Eye, a little Eye Jewel, which sucked. Unfortunately, it was corrupted, and all 4 mods were trash. I do have a Lens Temple here, which is nice. Save that for later. I've got like 7 or 8 of them at this point. I went up to tier 11s. To be honest with you, the single target isn't great. It's not bad, though. I'm probably doing like 600k or something like that, maybe even 500k. Got our Uber Lab done, which isn't going to do anything for my damage, but it is going to give me elemental ages, which is fantastic. Especially once, well, especially if we hit level 84. Because if I hit level 84, then I'll actually be able to get like Fizz taken as fire, which is going to feel incredible. Didn't really get anything good, so I decided just to pump XP into my Enlighten, which is almost level 3. And I went for a +3 dot multi wand bow, but unfortunately it failed on all counts, and the bow is very dead. We're now jumped up to tier 13s, and the build feels great, man. Every time I level up, hey, Alpha Scarab, every time I level up, put a little more points into damage, just feels better and better. As you can see there, though, we're not the super tankiest character, but I mean, to be fair, we did survive that, and that would have easily killed my Earthquake character. Already, not only do I map faster, but my single target is better, and I very rarely die compared to my Earthquake guy. This character is very defensive in terms of just like mapping and bossing. I don't know though. I want to say though, like there are definitely situations like if there's like a pack of like 700 range mobs you run up, you might get sniped, but for the most part I stay alive. As you can see here, we can even do Courthouse, and the main reason I could do Courthouse is the golems. The golems, not only do they taunt them so I'm taking less damage, but they physically taunt them so they're not aiming at me. It's kind of like a decoy totem, except you actually have to work for it. I can do tier 14, but killing the lookout boss, I think it took me like 45 seconds or something. So it was kind of a long fight, but that's okay. I mean, we're like, I don't even know what level we are right now, 78 or 79, and we're already easily doubling Earthquake's damage. And like I was saying, our defenses are getting better and better. Ever since I got Aegis, it felt really nice, but it's not going to feel truly amazing until I get my helmet on, which will give me Fizz taken as fire, which is going to feel amazing. I went into my temple and we finally got the sword. We finally got it. Now all I need is a temple with a tier 3 unique room, and hopefully our Enlighten doesn't die. Hey, it didn't die. I mean, it didn't go to +1. You know, it's not like a, it's not level 4 Enlighten, but hey, it's level 3. After, I think it was 8 hours and like 58 minutes or something like that, we did hit level 80, which I think makes this character my fastest level 80 this league. I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely at least one of the fastest. I love this character. It's a very powerful build, and I'm excited to see how much further it goes. And, hey, that's good. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We are looking at the remains of my Earthquake Chieftain. I'm still dreaming of an Exalted Orb. We do have an open prefix. I mean, the things I could hit are, I don't know, there's not many things I could hit to make this much better. Like, the suffix would have helped me a lot, the attack speed, but hey, prefix is still good, especially on a weapon. This is the helmet that we are going to transfer over to our Elementalist. That 6% of Fizz taken as fire is going to be incredible. Not to mention the 868 armor, as we are using Determination on her. But I just want to talk about this character really quickly. We definitely didn't, like, I don't know, we didn't push this character as far as it could have gone. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, if I got a rare body armor that was a 6 link, maybe I could see it. I'm not saying definitely, but maybe. Our tree was really nice, though. It was pretty fun building this character. It was kind of weird going, like, all the way up here as a chieftain, but I actually really liked that. Now, what I was thinking, what you could do if you had like really good gear, because the main reason you come up here, right, is the intelligence. You don't come all the way up here for Breath of the Flames, which, granted, Breath of Flames is good, but I mean, like, that's not why you come up here. As you can see, we're still missing intelligence, but I mean, it's because I have no gear on. But let's say you had really good intelligence gear. I would actually go down this way. I would come down towards endurance charges and stuff like that. It's not going to make a massive difference, but I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest downside of this character, in my opinion, is mapping and damage. But like the mapping is like so easy to solve because Chieftain, like this node right here, or sorry, wrong node. This node right here basically makes it so as long as you're playing a Chieftain, you have clear speed, as long as you don't die. So the main thing you really have to worry about is not dying and single target DPS. But because of these two nodes right here, your resists are basically solved, so you have a lot of flexibility with uniques, which is why for a while there I was using this, which gave me a ton of damage. But unfortunately, my gear was so bad, I really couldn't like optimize. I couldn't really use this because my gear wasn't optimized enough. But if you're ever thinking about playing this character, you could definitely make it work. I mean, even I killed like Minotaurs and stuff like that with this character. It wasn't really fast. They were like 2 minute kills or something like that. But if you want to play something janky and weird, I recommend this character. It's never going to be like a tier 1, tier 2 character or anything like that, but I think it's fun. Anyway, we're just farming currency now, just mapping on the Elementalist. I'm really excited to play an Elementalist. I haven't played one this league, and it's like one of my favorite ascendancies. My voice is dying. Also, we got a Fractured Orb, which I have nothing to use that on yet, but hopefully soon. Anyway, the seasons are changing. It looks beautiful outside, but I feel dead inside. I hope you guys have a great time, and I will see you hopefully soon.